Hey there YouTube, this is Tyler, N7TFP, and today we're going to talk about how to use a 2-meter repeater. This video is going to be targeted at amateur radio operators that have just gotten their first license, the technician class license, and that haven't really used very many radios before. We're going to be talking about what the radio I'm using is, I'll give you information about it, and the radio that we're going to be communicating with on the top of a mountain, the repeater itself that is, and how we use all these different pieces of equipment to make our first contact. One of the things you're probably wondering is, how do I use this radio to make my first contact? Well, the way that we use these radios with repeaters is, there's a repeater located on the top of a mountain, maybe a tall building, or a very tall antenna tower, that has an input and an output. The output is essentially a mirror broadcast of what's being sent to the input. And the input and the output operate on two separate frequencies, and basically what happens is the repeater receives a signal on the input and retransmits the same signal on the output, usually at high power, like I said, from a very good location at the top of a mountain or something like that, where radio performance is good. Because the amateur radio frequencies of 2 meters, 144 megahertz, are VHF, and VHF relies on line of sight in most situations to establish a connection. So, by putting this repeating radio or repeater on the top of a mountain or something like that, it expands the coverage area that we have and allows us to make contacts with stations long distances away. You're probably wondering, how do I find information on repeaters located near me? Chances are there's usually quite a few repeaters located near your station that you could be in range of. The best way to find information on these repeaters, however, is to probably do an internet search. There's lots of databases online that have listings of all these repeaters, and even some of them have them displayed on maps, so you can look at where you're located on the map and see geographically where the repeaters are located around you. So my recommendation, the easiest way to find repeater information would just be to do an internet search. So now that you know just a little bit about how repeaters work and how you can find a repeater near you, let's get on the air here and actually make a couple of contacts so you can see what it sounds like to make a contact on an amateur radio repeater. Okay, so what you see in front of you here is the close-up of the radio's display. Also, we have the operating microphone here, but I'm going to keep that in my hand. The first thing that you want to do when you make your first contact on ham radio is give out your call sign, and that's what we'll do here. So this is a repeater here in town, 146.82, and let's go ahead and give a call and see if anyone's on the repeater. This is N7TFP monitoring.
N7TFP, N7FSM, good afternoon, sir.
November 7, Foxtrot Sierra Mike, I believe it was. This is N7TFP. Good afternoon, or good morning actually, and thanks for coming back. Name here is Tyler, that's Tyler, and I'm in Gig Harbor, over.
Well, Tyler, my name is Aaron, and I am in South Everett right now, traveling along, doing my daily business. How about yourself?
Oh, roger that, Aaron. Good signal. And I'm actually down here in Gig Harbor working on a video for YouTube, actually. We're doing a little tutorial video on how to make your first contact on a 2-meter repeater. Over.
Alright, understood. What kind of radio are you using? You sound really good.
Well, the radio that I'm using is a Yaesu 8800. And it's a FT8800 2-meter and 440 dual bander, and we're running it through a 2-meter 440 J-pole up on the roof. Say, do you know whereabouts this repeater is located? I'm just trying to get an idea about how far it is to the repeater from my house. Over.
I believe that this repeater is located up on Squash Mountain, just a little bit southeast of Issaquah. That's as near as I can tell. I've never actually been there. But I believe that if you go to K5EHX and look up this repeater, they'll have a map with the exact location on it.
Okay, roger that, Aaron. Well, thanks for the information. We'll let you go. Get back to your business there. And this is N7TFP. We'll be clear on your final.
Alright, Tyler, Mr. N7TFP, N7FSM. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and 7-3, N7FSM clear.
This is N7TFP. That's November 7, Tango Foxtrot Papa. Monitoring.
K7TFP, K7CAH.
K7CAH, I believe that's Kilo 7 Charlie Alpha Hotel. Thanks for coming back to me. This is Tyler here. The name is Tyler, and I'm located in Gig Harbor. Over.
Very fine, Tyler, and a very good morning to you. Name here is Rick Romeo Ida Charlie King. And we're located about 10 miles north of Shelton.
Okay, roger that, Rick. Well, good morning to you, and good signal into the repeater this morning. And I believe this is the Capitol Peak repeater, so I'm pretty familiar with where it's located, but I just wanted to verify that because I'm just kind of interested in how much power I should be running. I think right now I've got my output power reduced a little bit down to about 20 watts instead of 50, so just curious if I'm making a good signal out of the repeater. Is that correct? Over?
Yeah, that is correct. You're doing a really excellent job into the repeater. In fact, you're just like sitting next to me. And it is a Capitol Peak repeater located at 2,700 feet just southwest of Olympia.
Okay, roger that, Rick. Well, good to know. It's should be. I've got a great output signal on the repeater as well. Just thought I'd let you know, Rick. We're actually in the process of filming a video right now for YouTube on how to use amateur radio 2-meter repeaters, VHF repeaters. And if you want to check out the video, you're welcome to log on to the internet this evening and look up my call sign on YouTube.com, and you should be able to see yourself on the internet there. Over.
Well, okay, by golly, I'll do that just to see what it looks like. Sounds like a real good project.
Yeah, roger that. Well, thank you for your help, and we'll go ahead and say 73s to you, and have a great rest of the morning. This is Tyler, N7TFP.
Okay, real fine, Tyler, and 73s to you also, and enjoy the morning. We'll see you later here on the radio. K7CAH, and I'll be clear.
Well, I hope this video has been helpful for you and given you a little bit of insight into how we use amateur radio repeaters to make our communications on VHF. And I hope to hear you on the air. If you just got your license, congratulations. And if you're still studying to get your amateur radio license, keep studying hard. And if you have any questions about the licensing process, you can see my video on the FCC licensing exams. So there's more information there. And if you have a question that I didn't answer during this video about how to use 2-meter repeaters, go ahead and drop a comment down below in the box, and we'll make sure and get your questions answered as quickly as we can. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. This is Tyler, N7TFP, 73s.